Do what? Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Just wanted to drop a little something on there and get them tuned in real good while we give everybody a chance to tune in. Y'all tuned in to Dubs Entertainment Network, along with my brother Big Frank here, aka Frank the Bank, Street Red. You got to keep your feet to the street if you want to compete. That's the way you do. Hey, I like that.
Mhm.
I like that. You got to keep your feet to the street if you want to compete. All right. Wait till I find out and put that to a beat. Oh, God. I hate rap sometimes because I can't even have a conversation without it sounding like a rap song. But I just wanted to come on and do today and do this, man. It's a lot that I feel need to come out. And talking to my brother earlier, I was like, I gotta do this, but I gotta have my brother with me because, sometimes when you feel something and you feel something over here, you bring it all together and it all come out, and somebody gonna get something out of this. I'm guaranteed it's gonna be me at some point. I know it is. Every time I do something like this, I'm the one get the message. So God slapped me around and said, okay, you don't listen to nobody, so I'm gonna make you feel like you're telling somebody something. You're gonna be telling yourself. And they always have me to bring him along to tell me. So I know it's something you gotta tell me. I know it is. That's why it happened. I ain't stupid. I know it is. But that's all right. We here, we're gonna enjoy it. And I just hope and pray that somebody gets my brother. Why don't you pray us in? And we're gonna do this the right way. Pray us in.
Most definitely. Hey, Dub, I could barely hear you though. Just so you know, I'm stretching my ears and my spirit to be able to tune in to what you're saying. Okay.
I'll speak it up, brother.
Oh, there you go, right there. I can hear you when you speak in the microphone. Can you hear me?
I'll, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, first of all, I just want to thank you for being obedient and pulling the trigger. A lot of times when people, especially men, hear from the Holy Spirit, we have a tendency of choking up because we don't want to be seen a certain way or felt like, our greatest cliche is a punk. I'm going to say this here to all the vets out there. We punks when we don't. Hello. So with
Hello.
that being said, from the biggest punk, come on. Lord Father God, I thank you for this opportunity just to fellowship with the kings, and if there's a few queens on the sidelines peeping game, please allow their ears and their spirit and soul to enjoy what they hear tonight. Let nothing be personalized to where it disinfects our joy. Our joy bells is our strength, and especially in this day and time, the spirit of love needs to be empowered into the communities by all means. So we thank you that tonight, that's what we're bringing. We're bringing joy to the microphone. We're bringing accountability to the microphone, but most of all, we're bringing brothers who are troubled, still are going through whatever they're going through and coming through. And as a beacon of light, I speak tonight. There is no weapons formed against us that shall prosper, and every soul, spirit, and mind and heart that's up under my voice tonight shall find their healing. It has to start somewhere. I don't care if it was grade school, high school, marriage, on a job. There's been some turbulation in somebody's spirit tonight. That goes without saying. But a lot of times we don't want to go in and deal with it because it's painful. So tonight, I charge, we all gonna deal with the pain. Matter of fact, our pain can be our gain. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. And this I pray, so shall it be done. I'll say an amen.
Man, my brother. Amen. Man, one of the things that was really like on my chest today, bro. I just kept looking at the situations that's going around everywhere. No matter where you look, that's always something going on, and things could be prevented. But as men, we can step out and start to put things together to do some prevention. But we are too busy worried about what the next man think about us, how this person look at us. We hear some feedback to bring it up. But
Sorry, turn it up so high.
we're so worried about what the next. I was just talking about this yesterday. We always worried about being validated by somebody else when we really our
Huh?
validation should come from God. God created everything. That's where our validation should come from. But tonight we speaking to the men in general. It's okay, women, if you out here and you listening, and I'm sure you can get something from this because sometimes it take the women to actually get our attention to listen. Sometimes we have to hear from a woman in a negative way just to get our attention for something because we so bullheaded. Most of us we are stubborn. Oh, I'm a man. I do what I feel. You don't. You need to do what you need to do. And tonight we're telling y'all, man, it's time to take a stand. We can't run around talking about we kings or we the head of the household and we running this and running that if we ain't leading by example. Jesus didn't run around and do whatever he wanted to do and then come back and lead us.
Just put the dog on.
So what we have to do is we have to lead by example, and that's
Okay,
what we're
don't
gonna be
worry about
speaking on tonight. Men, we as the head, as the bone, the structure, we have to lead by example. How can we expect our families to follow our lead if we're not leading by example? We telling the family, well, you gotta do this, but we doing something totally different. You know, Accountability steps in there as well. And so, the reason I had my brother come on because I know when it comes to certain things, my brother's more fluent with the speaking on it. I feel it and I'll say it. But my brother he come correct with you. We not finna come with the holla thou they say thee. Well, no, we're gonna tell you just like it really is. Can't understand the language, this probably ain't the place for you. That's a place for everybody, but here's where you're gonna get it real and in the raw. Everybody say you have to be this way or that, but there's no certain way to be when you're speaking about God or you're speaking the truth. Just let it out, how it come out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as you have to do it in a certain manner. So, at that being said, bro, what's your take on the topic, subject what we're speaking about us men
it.
taking us and then leading by example.
Again, I'm barely hearing anything you say, bruh. But we gonna fight through it. I heard you say, "What's my take on the topic?" I heard that part. Um, so let me say this. I gotta throw you out there again because hey, we go back about a month ago. I think it was about a month, and me and you was chopping it up, and you was going through some things. And I had the opportunity to be your real brother and a friend, or sit back and be a damn spectator. I don't like spectators for this reason. They nosy for one, and then when they spectating, they already got their mind made up of what they want to see. Because when you were speaking and speaking from that place, when you was all hot and bothered and heated, you was in a moment and you was in a spiritual realm. I see where you can go this way or you could have went that way. My way, I chose not to be a spectator and speak to the issue from your blind side. Because a lot of times when we heat it and we feel like, our manhood has been stepped on, especially by, the ones that's close to us, it could send us somewhere, especially if you come from that cloth. I'm going to redirect that. We were born by mamas and daddies, and most of us that look like me and the age, we had to go to church. If you didn't go to church, you didn't go out that day. So we chose the streets, but we came from spiritual backgrounds, right? So I heard you and I felt you, but I chose to speak to you in that spirit. Because when you was gathering along and going along, when you talked about, sometimes the other species will spite everything to get your attention, just straight up, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. But she wanted your attention. And then getting in your attention, I seen you shift. My job as my brother's keeper was to put it out there for you to look at, not judge you about it, not tell you how to handle your business at home, because that's your home. You wake up in that house every day. You go to sleep in that house every day. I didn't tell you or compare what I'm going through. I stayed centered on what I seen my brother going through. And it was a key passage in there that I pulled out and grabbed and threw at you. And you caught it. I mean, hook, line, and sinker. I'm like, man, don't say that no more. We have to understand the power of the tongue, but not only the power of the tongue, but our thoughts, and what we're letting our thoughts accumulate and run through can become a whole damn movie. And I don't know if it's a thriller, a crime, or whatever, but it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? When we get in there, we get lost. Now, I'm speaking to brothers that look like me. There is no medication at Walgreens, CVS, none of them pharmacies to deal with what a black man goes through in his mind. I just learned this year, I just learned the power of our thoughts. Our thoughts take us somewhere, and then it allows our energy to roar up, and then that tongue will come out. So then we'll speak a thing that can tear up everything in a matter of moments. So when I seen my brother in that storm, I just said one thing to you, and you called it. And when you cut that out, the business, I believe the rest of it came trickling down. And it also allowed your energy to come down, because you had your brother speaking to you in that manner and telling you, no, we're not going to play this game. We're not going to, I don't give a goony what nobody else doing. For you, my brother, you coming up out of there. And I stepped to you just like that. You coming up out of there, Doug. And for the brotherhood and the covering me and you have, which we need to be building even more, you were able to relax. You know you wasn't being judged. You know you was being loved. You know you was being heard. And you also know that you wasn't no punk, period. You'd have been a big old punk if you'd have reacted and did what you used to do back in the day. That meant you wouldn't have grown at all. And I didn't want you to come through too much to stand by and be the spectator and see what's going to happen to Doug. So I appreciate you allowing me to speak on that matter. But I had to use you because that was relevant, right? But then here's the yin and the yang. How many of y'all know I got hit with that right after that? Oh, come on, somebody. God, it wasn't 72 hours I got hit. And I had to hear myself what I was saying to you. It's so easy, man, to get caught up, and especially if you don't have a springboard. If you don't have a brother from another mother serving the same father that you can vibe with without all that bull crap, and just keep it 1 billion and get naked, man. Take off all your supposed to be cool stuff. Take that stuff off, man.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. And I agree with you, Brad, and I know exactly what you're talking about. And you're right, man. You know, I was and I used at the time I used that little saying, I was under the weather. You know, it didn't mean I was sick. But you know, when I said, man, I'm just a little under the weather, you caught it right away, like what was going on. I'm like, yeah, man. And you know, I appreciate the fact that you know, you put that in my ear and you kind of caught me, because I was on my way back. I was kind of back. I was doing a moonwalk for a minute.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I was doing a moonwalk, but you dropped that Billie Jean, and I had to spin around and stand on my toes and stop in that spot right there. So, you know, just as a figure of speech, but you know, that just go to show that nobody's perfect. We all go through things, but accountability, having somebody there to really, you know, we all got that. Oh, I got your back. Everybody got your back until you really need them to have your back. Because most of them got your back is standing in front of you. They got your back in front of you, but when they behind you, they got a knife up. You know, so it's cool when you got somebody that really got your back. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate.
Hey, Doug. Speaking of that back, and I'll do 5 push-ups for interrupting you, but but that was the perfect intro, man. Because I feel my vibration of my significant other. She becoming my best friend, straight up. This nigga get on my nerves though. Oops, I called her a nigga on TV. Miss nigga, okay? My queen. I want to give shouts out to my queen, Lady Tabitha, man. I mean, like, she been really fighting. She been really fighting to deal with a lot of change, and I'm bringing a lot of stuff to the forefront, and she does her own stuff and then help me and support me with mine. And I noticed lately, what I'm saying, she may at 12 o'clock midnight, some kind of way, she wander around and wake herself up and get involved. And even tonight, she helped me because I can't hear you. So she playing with her phone in and out. I got one of the ones that's a gooder. And it's teaching me a lot about life. And we got the differences of the yin and the yang in a relationship, but we fight every day to come together to make this marriage work because we're divinely in order. So I just wanted to make sure that I took that segment to open the door about having my back because, all this is new to me, bro. Straight up. I said I do twice before this, but those was business. I'm keeping 100 and the people know it. I don't never front. It was business relationships. This was God. This is God and divine. And when you go into the unknown, bro, whew, child, it's a cold piece. But how I'm winning is I don't talk about what I used to do, and you don't know who you. I don't even do that. I don't bring Frankie Bank to the marriage. She hear about him and whatnot. Let her tell it. I still got a lot of his traits. Maybe because I'm only one person. But I've learned with her straight up how to bow down and let the God in me rise up. So I know this is a men's show, but I had to give my queen props. I salute.
That's what's up. Well, what we gonna discuss right now, man? We gotta not point at, but we gotta start reaching at these brothers because there's so many brothers that's falling to the wayside. I mean, when I say falling, I mean falling for it. Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me a
Yeah, I
little
heard
better?
you falling, but I'm gonna say that Harriet Tubman said she could free more of them if they knew they were slaves. A lot of brothers right now nowadays, and I'm saying this, and you can hear my passion. We stopped speaking. Man, I trademark all over the world. Is what's up. I don't care where I'm at. If I'm across the street and a brother seen me, we would go like that. What's up? We stopped doing that, man. Now I come across brothers, then they got the nerves to be wearing our love locks and don't speak. Oh, I don't even play that one. I gets in their face. Excuse me. Do you what? Why you wearing? Dub, you already know I need prayer. But I
a
asked
lot
him,
of
do you know what's your reason? I asked him first, what's your reason for wearing your hairstyle that way? And I
because
catch them
somebody
off guard. A lot of them wearing it because it's the new look and it's supposed to look black. That's the first thing you need to stop doing is supposedly being who you are. Because if you try to be who they say you are, you're going to be spinning like a top, man, because they spinning. But I'm going to say this here, be true to thyself, man. And if you don't know who you are, just get up every morning and ask God for guidance. Please believe me. Just ask for it, man. It's personal. It's a relationship with yourself. Greater is he that's in me than he that's of the world. But we need to come together for real. And I'm not a racist, okay? My babies is mixed. Hell, I'm mixed. I don't know what's all in me, but I know I stand unapologetically black. Hello. And I know this here for a fact, man. We got too much anger and too much hate in us. We don't even understand. It's not our fault, me and you. No, we not the enemies. We are not the enemies. We've been betrayed to be that way. We've been sabotaged and diluted down to information to make me. We did a thing where we had to look each other in the eyes. And do you know most brothers couldn't look each other in the eye because y'all know what that means. If you look a brother in the eye like that and stare, that means you're ready to get it. Something that simple. Something that simple took a lot for a lot of brothers, man. So I'm just saying tonight, if don't nobody else get anything else out of this show, please get that it's time to heal. All that you use a player and you got 5 hoes and you got a Cadillac and slamming doors. What's that going to do for you later on in life? If you're over 25, 35 years old and you don't have land, now listen to your brother who turned 59 next month. Man, I messed up not purchasing land. I just got put out of my home Well, y'all seen that beautiful view. He wanted to sell it. He wanted to get some more money. And by me just being a renter, how many of y'all know I had to go? Paid my rent successfully every month, bruh. Didn't get a letter in the mail. It's time to go. Never again would that happen to me. I'll buy a camper and put it on some property or whatever. What I'm saying is, my brothers that's doing what they do, y'all know I ain't coming on here and tell you not to. That's between you and your God. But when you getting that kind of money, y'all getting doctors and lawyer kind of money, man, come on, y'all. Start taking some management classes or something, man. So you'll know how your sister, your auntie, and your grandmama, your mama don't have to starve while you flossing. So how to delete that greed spirit, make sure you get some lessons. Make sure you understand how to make your money make money. So then you could take care of your family as well, man. Not just coming through buying them some Twinkies and stuff. Make sure y'all got some land. Make sure y'all got some property. Make sure y'all got some of them gold coins. And my brothers, we better get up on this what they call it, beacon game. Like, I don't know none of that stuff. I thank God for my queen. He knew what to do. He knew to send, because you know what? All she got to do is tell it to me. I'm a visionary and I'm gonna go get it. Period. But brothers, if y'all don't hear nothing else, it's time for us to heal, man. And it's time for us to understand the real playbook. And I know I got the Bible sitting right here. I don't Bible hunt nobody. But there's scriptures in here that keep me sane. Keep me sane. And if you don't always have to read the Bible. I got another book right here. You know what I'm saying? The Abundance book. There's so many nuggets in here. I'm reading right now. Where my boy at? Tony Evans. How to become a sharper leader. Man, the game goes on until you leave here. But you have to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work, and not putting in the work on the next brother going upside his head or setting him up to get robbed and all that. Y'all know. I ain't well. But that stuff is not cool to me. I almost called it out his name, but it's not cool, man. It's not cool. You know, ain't no class, ain't no game in being a jacker at 35. You still taking other people's stuff because you too lazy to get up and go get your own. Come on, man. I be so hot when I walk down the street and I see the car windows broke. It ain't even my car. I get upset. You don't take no finesse in no game to bust somebody's window and steal their stuff, man. Come on. Game up, man. We got to change some of the ways, man. We got to really change some of our ways. I'm speaking of me first, man. I used to have anger issue. I would fight fast and, mess other people's day up and stuff, man. So I'm not sitting here trying to act like I got it all together. I've come a long ways, but I had to put the work in, man. I had to put the work in. And Doug, he a witness. I didn't went through divorces, the whole community coming after me. I done been set up. I mean, come on, man. You name it. I didn't came through it. But I didn't, he said, as I walk through the valley, the shadow of death, I fear no evil. I walked through. I didn't run. I didn't crawl and complain neither. I just walked through. And I encourage you, wherever you at, man, listen to your boy. Wherever you at in your situation in life, you can turn the knob tonight and write 3 things down that you're going to do tomorrow that you have not done, that you've been procrastinating on, and you know it's time to get it. Man, do that. I don't care if you don't get but one of them done tomorrow. That's one more thing applied to your list that wasn't even a list yesterday. And we don't like structure, man. We don't like to be told what to do. You know what I'm saying? We think, oh, who is you to tell me? Well, okay. You really want my thing? Sure. You don't want it. But when I tell you the stuff that I've been through, then guess what? I'm no different than you. Because if you start telling me the stuff you went through, y'all gonna find out we got the same story, just different days, different time, different cities, and different people that's in it. So Dub, thank you. I seen you yesterday. I gotta come back to Dub, y'all. I knew Dub was going through something. Now check this out. This is how I've been being taught how I had a smart mouth. Now I used to say back in the day, boy, I chop you up with this tongue. As a matter of fact, I didn't have people tell me, boy, you. But here late in the game, in my older age, I found out that God been working on me about my tongue. And sometimes I react too quick, man, because of, always being, well, you got to protect yourself and whatever. You see so much stuff coming at you. So sometimes you can react too fast, okay? From damage, from being damaged. It's like that alarm goes off. You know what I'm saying? You ready to react. So what the Holy Spirit been teaching me lately is keep my mouth shut. No matter what they do to me, say to me, or whatever, don't react. And that's been a growing pain for me because I see the gain in it. Because a couple of times I want to say something. I even wanted to say something to you, Doug, last week when we kept going in and out. And some of it was my fault. I was missing your calls and we wasn't structured. And all of a sudden I couldn't feel you. I said, he going through something. Catch this, y'all. You gotta be able to understand who you marinating with. Get to know that human being for themselves, not for what you want them to be. So I could feel Doug was going through something. Just something wasn't right. So I laid on the ropes. I didn't ask no questions or nothing. I just lay on the rope, check in, back out. Then all of a sudden the other night, I'm like, nah, something ain't right. And I'm going to put this out there. So I put it out there, but I was gentle with my text. I was gentle with my delivery. Even though I dropped one lug, it wasn't a lug that could make him go like, man, this nigga roll, woo, woo. Nope, I didn't do it like that. And in that, he came back, bruh, this is what's going on with me. Now, y'all know, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, you were supposed to tell me this long time ago. But again, we play it close to the chest, and we like to handle everything on our own. And then when we get in fear, we feel like we can't tell each other. Man, that's the time we got to tell each other. And I'm going to say this and let Doug take over. We need to learn the power in prayer. On the real, check this out. They didn't even have Bibles back in the day. They had prayer, y'all. They didn't even have, what's some pills that when women get pregnant, they take them pills or they take that shot. They didn't have none of that. They didn't have nothing but their God and the divine inner spirit, man. And they would be able to tell what time it was. They would be, hey, how to escape, whatever. It came from the greater one in the inside. So, Doug, I love you. Thank you for letting me share that. I got a preacher's spirit, so I got to know when to shut up, too.
It's all good, brother. Sometimes when it's on your chest, it got to come out. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing. Something is on my chest, I just start rolling until it's all off. But yeah, I appreciate it, bro. And I feel you. There's a lot of times that you be going through something and don't reach out to me, and I go, yeah, I better call bro, cause something ain't right. It's up, and then you kind of, when you break down, you go, man, I knew something was weird about us, but it's that, bro. You can when you somebody in your spirit, you can feel it, man. So. It's all good, bro. Ain't no love lost. You already know, man. You already know. But it's this came 18 years ago. It started 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Ain't changed yet. So, man, it is what it is, man. You feel it, I feel it. If you going through it, I'm going through it.
Right.
If I'm going through it, you going through it because you're my brother, and that's what it is. But what we want to do is we want to start getting all the fellas to start kind of stop and thinking about it. There's too much going on, and we so busy trying to fix outside, and our house is a wreck. That was one of the things that made me this keep coming to me. Like, man, you so busy trying. When I was going through my situation, you know what I'm talking about. When I was going through that situation a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Was a couple weeks, something like that. I'm sitting. I sat here and I was thinking, I'm on here, giving advice to everybody, giving a word to everybody, and smiling like I'm just happy, and I wasn't. And I'm like, I'm going through some of the stuff that I'm telling other people how to deal with going through it, but I wasn't listening to myself. And I said, you know what, it's time. That's what made me say, it's time that we as men, as the king, it's time that we start leading by example. How I'm gonna tell somebody else, you need to correct what you say. You need to say this in a different manner. Don't respond to this. Don't let this pull you off your square. I'm telling everybody else that, but then in my own household, something gets said that I don't like, and that gorilla come out of me, and I
Mm-hmm. It
can't,
was supposed to though. That's your growth. That's your
I
growth. It
can't.
was supposed to come up so you can identify and see that nigga is still hanging out. But I'm gonna challenge you, bro, because you said lead by example. And how can you be on the microphone telling everybody else what to do? I'm gonna challenge you and let you know that because of that echo, hello, because you kept saying it, your spirit man was hearing it. So when you wanted to react in your old ways, guess what happened? Bing! I got to live what I'm talking about. So that's why
And,
I always tell kings, man, don't lay on the ropes and be playing possum. Don't stay on the ropes and go, oh, I ain't got it all together. Ain't none of us got it all together. Hell,
and
what's
we
that boy
never will.
name? And I hate to mess with him, but I'm sure finna get him. What's that? Howie Long or whatever that nigglet name was. Big old preacher running around in the bathtub with little boys and stuff. That was his cross to bear. Okay. But I'm saying that to say it's no perfect person, man. It's no perfect person. And even
I'm
though he had that that's a serious issue, he still got up and praised God. He still got up in front of everybody and brought the word, man. So, hey, y'all quick to say, yo, well, he wrong. Woo. Man, a lot of us wrong. He just got caught in his wrong.
And one of the best parts about it that I learned the hard way, that a lot of people say, well, I only did this. No, ain't no sin bigger or smaller than any other sin. If you steal $1 million, you just as wrong. If you steal $1, you just as wrong as the man that robbed the
You
bank and
might
took
as
a
well get the
million.
meal, baby. You might as well take the whole meal.
You
I'm not
know,
selling
it
for the
ain't.
dollar. I'm going for the
Exactly.
meal, player.
But that's why I say we as men, we have to start leading by example. We can't expect others. It's just a perfect example. I was just telling my wife this. I'm like, man, one of the things, and I'm one of those. I'm an old fashioned blue collar dude. My dad worked. My uncles worked. I seen men that work. So I'm a hard worker when I'm at work, and I sit back and when you watching the people that's in the seats of authority not leading by example, it may the others they fall in line and just don't do nothing. They follow their example.
Hmm.
That irritates me because I was taught you lead by example. You don't ask somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself.
Right.
That's how my mom and dad taught me. So when I'm at work and I see the supervisors or a foreman or somebody like that, they just chilling and ain't really putting their foot down when it should be, then I start to get like, man, is this really the place for me? Because I do. I'm a total different dude. But then I say, you know what? Yeah, this is the place for me because I'm not here to tell them what to do. I'm not the foreman. I'm here to do my job. And then it feels so good when other people that's above those people that you're looking at noticed you and you haven't even been around that long. And they going, yeah, I see what you do, and at that we're gonna speak on that at a later date. But you know what I'm talking about when out of nowhere somebody see you doing something when there's other people that been there that haven't even been recognized, haven't
Right.
even had those conversations. Lead by example. No matter what situation it is, if you don't expect somebody to do something that you're not gonna do and call yourself a leader.
Amen. 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 That's also in any and everything we do, especially speaking to the youth and to the gentlemen, OGs and whatnot. Man, real talk is we got to really, do the checkup from the neck up. When you talk about accountability and in the household and whatnot, your significant other or your children or whoever is in there, they get to see your flaws,
Yep.
and I know as a man and most men that I mentored and have the privilege of being in fellowship with and walking with, man, because it's a yin and a yang. I get from them too as I do from you, Doug. But being a leader, it's more than a title, man. It's a
Yeah.
self
Yes.
acknowledgement. You got to do this thing for self. One thing that one of the biggest things I learned in my marriage right now with Lady Tabitha is no matter what goes on or what happens between me and her, I got to be solid, man. I got to be able to look in the mirror every day and be unapologetic about who I am and my vision about life. Because before I even met her, I was coming through and making it do what it do and allowing God to flip mold me and put me into this spring box that I'm in now. So I have a journey before I even met her. So what I noticed a lot of times is when kings, and I'm gonna say this here, y'all can stay with me and hang up or whatever. Man, y'all get with them queens, man. Y'all let them change the game, baby. They flip the script on you, and you don't even hear from God no more. Everything is about what she wants. You know, you just and she hoping that you're gonna do right. But women are women, man. They gonna want what they want, player. But at the end of the day, in the beginning of the morning, she hoping your butt let her know, okay, mama, I can do this, I can do that, or whatever. But we not gonna do this. She know right from wrong. But she looking at her king like, you gonna lead? And if you don't lead, man, shame on you, because you're gonna hear about it later. You're gonna hear about it one way or the other. But I say this here. Y'all need to stop disconnected from the most high God. Because this is one thing I know to be proven a fact. Even if I'm wrong, my God gonna check me. And guess what? My queen gonna see it. You know, and if you got a woman that's in prayer, if you got, hopefully all y'all get one that's a praying woman, not that fake stuff neither. If she gotta be fake to grow to get to where she go, let her be. But it's very important that you hear, that you understand the spirit of God's voice, man. Because a lot of times I keep seeing this happen over and over again. Then they wonder what happened when they aspirin out. Because y'all know we get kicked out. Come on. Get up out of here. Dude told me the other day, he said, "Bang, I just paid the rent." And she put me out. That happens. But here again, we're talking to the men about leading by example. Your leading by example is you get your butt up and be in a one-on-one relationship with the Most High God and you. He gonna give you the plays. If you keep a relationship, they say my people perish from the lack of knowledge. You got to have knowledge about who your God is. Because a lot of times in relationships, people flip each other. Well, no, God don't do this. And I don't get down like that. You feel me? I can't every time Lady Tabitha do something, I can't be over there hovering over her. Well, did God tell you to do this? Ooh. Some things I don't agree with, but it's Lady Tab stuff, man. So I back up, you know, and I don't feel like no punk. I don't feel like I'm not whatever. And that whole thing about the man of the house and the lead, whatever, you know, you got to grow from a male to a man. And just because you pay the bills don't make you a man, player. You just paying the bills. You feel me? What's gonna make you a man is some of them heartaches, some of that pain, baby. Coming through and being confused about what this thing is, but not jumping ship, not bailing
Hey,
out, and not
say that,
using your
say that
hands.
part again. Say that part again. Not jumping ship when the times get rough.
Come on, man. That's when they show you who you are. You know, with this whole COVID thing, I learned so much about people and myself. Me and my queen, we ain't never shut down. Y'all seen us. You know, we got judged because we was out there. You know, but what was we supposed to do? God didn't tell us to lay in the house. We kept serving. And yeah, I would say that during COVID, we were stressed less. You know, the first part of COVID, we didn't even feel it because I made a declaration with my queen. I said, baby, we're not playing with it. We're not looking at it on the news. We just not involved. And we wasn't for like the first 18 months. Then y'all know that second year I got hit. Matter of fact, I came to your award show, baby. And on the way out, my little nephew gave it to me, man. And that was the worstest 15 days of my life. I mean, that's a demon, man. That's a demon that they put out here. But again, back to us, man. Leadership is more than a title or a word, or because you know you can slang and hit it right. And man, you got to lead by example with God first, baby. Because when all else fails, if you don't have him to fall back on, then you're going to fall back on man. And man always got some other kind of stuff going on. And you might have too much pressure to put on another human being, man. And that's the other thing with me and my wife. We learned in the very beginning of our marriage. I like you, you like me, but guess what? We ain't here to make each other happy. We're going to enjoy each other's happiness and encourage each other from our blind sides how we can be happier. But it's not my job to make you happy. That's a stressful, that title right there within itself. Because sometimes I ain't even happy with myself. How another human being gonna make me happy? And for the men, y'all know about that box we got where we go in and we get quiet and we get to marinating on stuff or tripping on stuff or just sometimes just quiet. Don't even have to be tripping.
Just need
and that can be taken the wrong way. That could be taken the wrong way, man. So I had to ask my queen one day. I said, look, when you see me like this, don't take it personal. And matter of fact, I'm going to step a little bit further. And I'm going to ask you, when I finally do come out of this maze, please be there for me. Don't reject me. Because I'm already fighting to get up out of there. It's a fight to get up out of there. Y'all, for us head trippers, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get in that spot where you need to volume off. It's like, and especially when put it like myself, I'm a people person. Everybody think I'm always loud, always, because they see me laughing, joking. But I too have those moments where I shut down. And it's not because something wrong. It's just because it's that time where now my mind is on something like, okay, this like a carpenter. They don't just go in the area, start nailing. They sit down and they write out their blueprint. And I ain't writing out a blueprint on paper, but I'm doing it in my head. I'm like, okay, man, this is what got to be done to keep this in order. This got to keep this, so this will run like a well-oiled machine. Now, they're okay, me and bro doing this, so I got to make sure this is going right because I don't want this to fall down. Now, I got to make sure my household is over here. So now, along with work and the pressure of other people, because I get inboxes of people, hey, man, I need to talk. And that's very seldom I tell people, look, I can't do it right now. But I get overloaded where I have to say, hey, I'm not turning you down, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to link you with somebody that can help you because I don't want to say no, but right now I'm overwhelmed. And I get to that point. When I get overwhelmed, I don't shut down from the world. I just go in my box, like you said. I go in the box, I hit that switch, and everything is off because now my battery needs to charge so I can continue to, give use to everybody.
Amen. Yeah. But a lot of times when we people pleasers, we get into that where it's overloaded and the people still want what they want. And speaking of, we got 9 minutes left. We do a 2-hour show like it ain't nothing, but I'm, like I said, I'm disciplining myself from now on. I'm pulling back. It's right. A whole new, I didn't shift, you know what I'm saying? So like I got 9 minutes left and I'm finna marinate with the queen. But for you, I wanted to come on and do this. And the love that I have for you and for what you're doing, Doug, and what God has put on your life. And shouts out to Billy. What's up, Billy? I heard you doing great things out there. Hey, this is a brother I like. That's Edward. What's up, Ed? Yeah. He always right there with you, bro. That's your dude for real. But I want to say this, man. Bless God for y'all that, don't know the story about the crown. I was asked about 2 years ago on my birthday. Me and the queen had got into it. We was boxed up in the studio, y'all, with 2 damn children. I mean, it was rough. Newlyweds. And we ended up in there 2 years and 2 months. So when we used to rent a hotel, how many of y'all know that was like, man, okay, a mansion on the weekend, So we went to the hotel for my birthday and we was jibbering and jabbing all the way there. And then we made a decision. All right, I like you, you like me. This is my birthday. Come on, let's go eat these crab legs. And in the picture, I seen myself. And then the Holy Spirit said, yeah, you look good playing in it. But would you wear the crown for real? He said, you wear it for events now. and you've been playing with this king and this lion thing for most of your life. He said, but would you wear this crown in a time where people that look like you are being crucified? And would you wear it from a namesake? Because people are going to talk about you. And I said, yes. So we were going on a boat cruise, our first cruise as a family. And he told me to crown the family. My son did not like that at all. And we made it through that. But I said that to say, I got a lot of, people coming at me about it. And I heard, oh, he think he this or whatever. And then God used me and the queen to start blessing other people. Matter of fact, I sent you a crown. And we purchase these crowns. I don't buy anybody anything to get some approval or whatever. When God speaks to me, I move. I don't I just move. Well, bless God, one of the kings I crowned, shouts out to Dr. Jameer Reynolds. What's up, King? I crowned him like 8-9 months ago, right? He didn't even tell me he had belonged to this organization for 3 years on the East Coast. On the East Coast, they already bossed up. They on their 7th annual of Kings. So shouts out to that whole King movement and Chris Brown. I'm not going to mess his last name up. I'm not going to do it. But
name.
Bless God, I was able to go somewhere I'd never been. That was my second time going to Charlotte. But I was able to bring my queen with me. And bless God, she was able, we looked at, it's the city, it's a queen city. Everywhere you look is crowns, you know what I'm saying? So just the story did a 180 for us, man. But how many of y'all know if I would have listened to man and I would have been true to thyself, even with my flaws, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy or experience what I'm experiencing right now. Matter of fact, y'all see the shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got license, King. I'm licensed, baby. So my wife would be quick to say, you did it for the right reason and did it locally. God did it internationally and put it in front of everybody. And today I was rolling and I was listening to your conversation about how, somebody may say this or not like, and they was just laying in the cut waiting for that door to open so they could hate. And, it's been some people that a couple of years ago, it would have bothered me if they hadn't called me and said, man, congratulations. Today, it doesn't matter. It just don't. I'm cutting off a lot of stuff that's just stuff.
Okay. Stuff. You said that with like stuff. So, well, man, I actually watched everything, and I said my piece on your live, man. I said again, congratulations, bro. I do have the crown. I got the hole in my head too. I got that hole in my head.
And create you a piece of foam to go around and so you don't spike yourself in the head, man.
Too late. You notice my hat. They didn't put the hat over it. But man, ain't nothing like when you put a nice hat on and even the softness hurt you. Like, man, I'm at work, gang bang, yeah, okay, man, But I was born with a crooked 7 head anyway. But yeah, man, I'm glad you did come on with this, man, because this just been on my spirit, man. It's time that we as men start leading by example. We got to stop expecting what we're not willing to give, and that's Amen. In our house, in our friendships, at work, wherever. We are men. We are king. We was put here to take charge and get in front of the line and lead everything. So we have to be leaders. We have to be willing to be led, but we can only be led
Doug, and you got to tell them to stop leading with their damn emotions when they got boss queens. When if y'all got the ones sitting around watching soap operas all damn day, then you need to do a checkup from the neck up because you draw in who you are. And then y'all get mad, get sloppy drunk, and want to talk about her. Come on, man. We got to heal together. It's time for us, especially people that look like us, it's time for us to start decoding some of this sabotaging areas that we still in our 40s and 50s is playing with, man. Straight up, man.
That's what's up, my brother.
Straight up, man. And then black folks is quick to make a joke out of stuff that's painful because they don't want to feel it. Shit ain't funny no more, man. It really ain't. It's not funny, man. And we setting up to be slaughtered, bruh. Man, you look and see it out there in your rain or whatever. What they do to black folks? We can't even get on the bus. So I'm just so tired of talking about Black Lives Matter. Black lives matter when it matters to black people. Straight up, man.
You know what? That's gonna be another show because I got slandered so bad and talked about it. I lost a lot of friends because I'm just gonna say
friends.
Well, associates. I lost people. Wait, let me rephrase that. I lost people that was running around that was running under me because they was waiting to see what they can get. That's all it was. But when they realized, man, this dude ain't one, this dude, because I say it all the time. The hell with Black Lives Matter. First off, that's an organization that's getting rich.
Right. People don't even know the history about it. People don't even know. Black folks fall in and follow quick, fast, and
filthy rich. Getting filthy rich. Now, if Black Lives Matter, why is little Tommy just shot the little 2-year-old down the street? Ain't nobody said shit. Ain't nobody went and got him. Excuse my language, Mom, because I know you listening, Mom. Excuse my language, but I gotta say this.
Oh, I said it one time too, Mom. Excuse me.
I know she listening because she said after you said the prayer, she said thanks. We all needed that prayer, so I know. But what bothers me the most is when even the people that I grew up with, when I see them out there, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Y'all gonna march and preach because somebody killed a white man killed somebody way over in another state, city, country. When you see the little girl, the little lady down the street that barely got anything, somebody killed her daughter, and all y'all can say is, "I ain't no snitch." But what the hell happened? Black Lives Matter. So that don't even matter to me. That saying is nothing. Lives matter to me. When we start doing something about our neighbor, another thing, lead by example. You want to holler Black Lives Matter? Start in neighborhood. Start in the neighborhood. Start in your household. Some of y'all got the kids who need their asses beat.
Well, it's real, man. It's real, and it's 9 o'clock. And if you don't mind, Dub, I'd like to give a shout out to the Kings of Marin City. I salute my Kings tribe. And you said lead by example. We are going out into the community in Marin City, which happened to be one of the most racist cities in all of America. And Dr. Reynolds and his organization and that King Paul and that King Shan, they out there doing the dang on thing and changing lives. So I'm going to team up with them Friday to look at the land, and we out in the land, and we're going to serve the people, man. So, we holding ourselves accountable. And before I get off this line, man, I know I roared up a couple times, but I come in love, y'all. But it's time out for us to keep, compromising with ourselves, man, and then blaming somebody else for our flaws. And just do a checkup tonight after you look at this show, man. Just go, do a checkup up and down, and especially with your family. Find out who you're not really hanging out with and why. And start working on you. I'm not telling you to call them, do anything. Start working on you. That's what's working for me this year. I'm working on me, man.
That's what's up. Man, Everly McDaniel said, lead by example, heal.
Okay.
Let me swell this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? My brother, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got your crown, huh? Okay. Okay. Hey, man, I got to stay true to my word. It's 9:01, player.
I got you, brother. All love. We're going to get out of here, bro. Love you too, bro.
All right, finish it up, baby. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. This has been an episode. We just want to reach out to the brothers, man, and let y'all know it's time that we as men, we start stepping up. We got to start stepping up in our households. We got to start stepping up in our friendships. If you're going to be a friend to somebody, be a true friend. Don't, there's so much fake out here. All of a sudden, the fake has become the real. The real has become the fake. You know, we got to do better than what we're doing. There's too much going on. We got too many kids out here losing their lives before their lives can begin. It got to start at home. We got to lead by example. We can't run around here screaming Black Lives Matter when they really don't matter in the neighborhood. If you gonna protest and do all this stuff and raise hell about what go on in another state, do the same thing for your block. Remember the days when we used to go out and have block parties? We block each side of the street off, bring music and food out and let the kids enjoy themselves. Kids don't even come outside anymore. I went to Chicago a few weeks ago. I didn't see no children outside playing. You know why? Because they're not even safe inside the home. So why come outside the home? It's a sad thing. It's sad. But we all know what it is. If you know anything about the Bible, you already know what's going on, and we already know it's not gonna get no better. So y'all better get prayed up. Get prayed up, because it ain't gonna get no better. Only person can help you is one person. And it ain't the man next door. It ain't your mama, it ain't your daddy, it ain't your sister. We gotta lead by example. We gotta take heed from our leader. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start living right, y'all. Fellas, let's step it up. Lead by example. Don't have nobody, don't expect what you ain't willing to give. On that note, man, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. If there's that's ever a subject or something that's on your mind that you feel should be talked about, inbox me. Let's make it happen. We're gonna work it out, y'all. Yeah.
Rains may come and be all upon you, but when the skies get dark, only God's in your corner. There's something to see and the can't deny. From a gangbanger hustler, I testify. Friends may come and be all upon you when the skies get dark, only God's in your corner. There's something to see and I can't deny. From a gangbanging hustler, I testify. I sit all alone thinking about where I used to be, the people that was around me, the things I used to see. I grew up in a city where there was no honor among thieves. From 13 years old selling crack while my mom was on her knees, praying for a baby to be protected by your Lord. Cause no matter how much money I had, I still couldn't afford to be lost in the kingdom, consumed by the world, and made sin after sin with multiple girls. At the time, I thought I was too big to be touched. Cause when it came to money, yeah, I had so much. 100,000 in the bank made me sleep at ease. Another 50 under the mattress, rolling cheese. Security in the front, gates in the rear. Those guns that you can imagine, it wasn't secure. Women were smiling in my face and everyone was my homie. But when things got rough, I was left alone. Friends may come and be all upon you, but when the skies get dark, only God's in your corner. There's something to see and I can't deny. From a gangbanger hustler, I testify. Friends may come and be all upon you when the skies get dark, only God's in your corner. This is something to see and I can't deny. From a gangbanging hustler, I testify. 5 years straight, it was a heck of a rain. 18 years of age making paper, now I'm the brain. No more hanging